you can see, I can never figure out these headphones, how to pause them. I'm just like randomly tapping. Anyhow, welcome to another video. It's been a really, really long time and I'm excited. I'm excited. All right, so a lot is going on. The main thing is that we are moving. We are moving just in a few weeks. So I have finally started packing up. Our plan was the beginning of September, like even towards the end of August, that we will pack, and so that there's not a lot left towards the end. But I just couldn't get myself to begin. But just a few days back, I started. I'm like, we have this separate bungalow here, and we hardly ever use it. But my closet is in here, and then a lot of Barry's photography and studio stuff is in here. So I'm like, this is the perfect place to start. That way I have like one section of the house complete, because thinking about packing everything just is very overwhelming. So I like to break it down and have sections. So that's what I'm working on right now. Let me quickly show you the progress. Sorry about the lighting and everything. This is what's happening here. This tends to give me a little bit anxiety, but I'm just like, one small thing at a time. That's how we always get through packing, right? We got to think like that. Otherwise, it's just way too overwhelming. And especially now, it's our first time moving from a house, because previously we've always lived in apartments. So we've always had to just pack up the apartment. To be honest, we didn't add a lot of stuff when we moved. So it's not like just because we moved into a house, we have like double or triple the stuff. But I still feel like because of the big space, you don't even realize how much you end up gathering. But the best part about moving for me is the opportunity to get rid of old stuff. That is what really excites me, and I've been using that as my motivator to begin packing and to get through packing. So I've gotten rid of a lot of my clothes. My goal was to have just enough clothes to fit in one suitcase, but of course it's going to be a little bit more than that. So yeah, that hence I look like this, because I have nowhere to be but to be here and pack. For now, I have to take a break from packing my closet at the moment, because we have two plants here that need some saving.
이건 우리의 last call. 서로의 밤을 울리던 그 목소리, 작은 떨림마저 이젠 사라지네. 돌이킬 수 없단 건 우리 모두 알고 있었잖아. 다시는 울리지 않을 우리의 last call. 참 많은 일이 있었지. 참 많이 울고 웃었지. 우릴 스쳐간 수많은 그 밤. 정말 이상하기도 하지. 왜 이런 감정들은 한 번에 몰려와 날 바로 만들어. 아주 작은 습관 하나 둘 셋 모든 게 널 닮아 있어. 익숙하던 거리도 이젠 어색하게만 느껴져. 그 흔한 사랑의 언어조차 우린 왜 말하지 못했을까. 왜 그렇게도 우린 조용했을까. 이건 우리의 last call. 서로의 밤을 울리던 그 목소리, 작은 떨림마저.
Yes, I did it in the first go. I was able to pause in the first go. All right, so these trees, let me just put this aside. So these are little plants that we got when we had our citizenship ceremony recently. It was in August, and we actually had no idea that they give an Australian native to each person when you receive your citizenship, when you're at the ceremony. So we thought that was really cool, such a beautiful surprise and such a beautiful thing to mark you becoming a citizen of a country, of a new country. So yeah, they had a bunch of plants to choose from, and then we just intuitively chose this. One is Barry's and one is mine. Whiskey. Whiskey, it's okay, Baba. Come on, come here. Anywho, so yeah, so we thought this was the perfect thing to receive, especially knowing that we're moving into a new home and we'll definitely be planting these in our garden there. But I thought they will survive in here until we actually move. We are moving in like 3 weeks, but this one started dying. So I'm like, this needs to be rescued. So I'm just repotting them. The soil in here, I think it's called hydrophobic. It's become hydrophobic, so it's not holding on to any water no matter how much I water it. So it needed new soil. So that's why I'm repotting it. So that's the story of these plants, and they needed little bit they needed a little bit of TLC rescuing actually. Let me go through this.
때로는 그리움에 너를 찾겠지. 그때 우린 아무렇지도 않게 웃으며 인사할 수 있을까. 우리
Oh, the roots smell more than the actual plant. Oh, that's strong. Like not in a bad way. Just got ready, waiting for Barry to get ready too, because we are about to head out. The car boot has been loaded up with stuff that needs to be donated. I'm sure there's going to be tons more as we get through rest of the packing, but I just wanted to clear out whatever is ready to go. So that has been loaded up and we're going to head out, and we might end up at the beach as well. Weather is really beautiful and we're just going to hang out there. Another thing that I really want to do, like yesterday also I wanted to do this, but the waves at the beach were too intense, so I couldn't really get into the water. Whenever I've had not so great skin, anytime I wash my face with that water, it heals. I don't know if it's just happened coincidentally, I don't know, in the past, but that's what I believe. And then yesterday I suddenly realized, I'm like, why haven't I done this? Like I'm like in the last video, as I mentioned, that I damaged my skin barrier. And by the way, just an update, I stopped using everything. I stopped using everything because I'm realizing I just have to accept that my skin doesn't do good with skincare products per se, so bare minimum. So for now I've just stopped using everything until it heals, and today hopefully the waves are not crazy as yesterday, and I'm gonna just wash my face with that water and see if that helps. But either way, that's my way of taking care of my skin, is like not doing anything. And I don't know why I got into this craze again of skincare, knowing that in the past the least amount of skincare is what really helps me. So I think I just needed to learn that lesson and come back to that. Also, I wanted to share, like, for the past really long time I haven't been feeling like myself, and I tend to go through these phases, which is completely normal, because part of being our authentic self is fully embracing everything, all the highs, all the lows, when you are feeling yourself and when you're not feeling like yourself. Like, it's all still a part of yourself. And I've come to realize that there's a core belief that a lot of us hold at different magnitudes, at different levels. That belief being that we are not enough. And there's so much that is connected to that. There's so much that is tangled with that. And it's crazy how it ends up showing up in different ways, from a different angle, from a different perspective. And I've experienced different versions of it. There's a part of me that feels that I'm not enough. And this entire journey has almost like further perpetuated that, enhanced that, because there's not much to show for on the outside of what this journey has done for me, and that further triggers that part of me that I'm not enough, even though there's this huge understanding and knowing that this is my path and I truly fully want to embrace that. But at the same time, that idea of not being enough and having to prove myself to other people and having to prove myself to myself, even, that really brings up that belief even more that I'm not enough. But the beautiful part of this journey is, like, that's what it is. Like, I needed to see this from this new perspective now, a new mirror, a new reflection. And it's just so beautiful that life, that's one of the purposes of life, is to show us mirror at different stages, at different in different areas of our life. And I realized how I have been subconsciously wanting to play small because I don't feel enough, and my mind just wanted to keep me in the past, where there's an aspect of me that wants to move forward, do things, and create the life that I desire. There's this subconscious belief that I'm not enough, and it was using the past couple of years, the way my journey has unfolded, as a proof, as a mirror put it in front of me, saying that, see, you are not enough, you haven't done anything, what do you think now that you want to do all of these things, you have all these desires and you want to take action and put effort into it and take inspired action, what makes you believe that it's going to be different this time? So just from a different perspective, on a new level, this belief of not being enough and there having to be something to be fixed keeps on keeping me small. And me, by saying this and recording this is my way of embracing myself and not having to run away from my shadow, and just fully embracing it and being at peace with it. Because I know for a fact that by pushing it, by resisting it, subconsciously I was doing that to some extent, and that wasn't really serving me. It was holding me back from taking that leap, taking that action, and taking that inspired action, and getting excited about life, getting excited about who I am, who I have become. So that wound is so deep of not feeling enough and constantly having to fix something to feel worthy enough to do what is it that we want to do what it is that I want to create in my life. But anyhow, I'm thinking I'm going to do a whole separate video on this for YouTube, which won't be like a documenting my life series, but just like a sit down video, because I feel like this is a huge, deep belief that we are perhaps even carrying on for generations in our lineage. And to be aware of it and to fully embrace that yes, this is a shadow. It empowers you, it liberates you, because then it no longer has power over you. And you just feel grateful that you were given the opportunity, the situation, the life, the state your life is in right now showed you exactly those shadows so they can come up and then you can release. That's all there is. That's the inner work, that's the shadow work. There's a sense of peace that I'm not running away from it now. I'm fully embracing it, and that I don't have to pretend and perform to be this perfect being or waiting to become a certain level of perfect being. There is no such thing. It's just being me. But yeah, I'll definitely make a separate video. I'll probably record that tomorrow. But anyhow, let's go donate some stuff. Whiskey's ready to go. Alright, let's go check in on Dad and see if he's ready. Taking too long. Alright, it's time to wrap up the video. Just put Whiskey to bed. We really enjoyed the dinner. The yakisoba was delicious. A little bit more ketchupy than I would have expected. Like the flavor was tangy and sweet. But yeah. Today was a really, really beautiful day. It had been a while since I felt like me. And what the past couple of weeks showed me is that all aspects of my life, all phases of my emotion, every aspect of me is me, and that I can just embrace and be completely okay with feeling and being exactly how I'm feeling in that moment, and don't have the need to change anything about it in order to show up in the world, in order to be out there and just be whoever I want to be in any given moment. That I can fully express myself in every phase, in every aspect, in every state of my being. That I don't have to perceive myself as small just because it's not coming off as perfect, whatever that perfect definition I've been conditioned with. And again, as I mentioned earlier, just embracing, having, realizing that I have the freedom to embrace all of me is so empowering. It's just so freeing. So yeah, I had a lot of fun today. Again, as I mentioned, after a really long time, I felt like me, and there's nothing better than being me fully and not judging myself at every step, at every moment of my life. That's what I'm truly embodying and integrating at this moment. And I'm grateful that I was shown this mirror, this reflection of the depths of myself, where this idea, whatever this concept was keeping me small, that it came to light, that it was in the shadows. I'm so grateful that I have been able to see it, because it's all about that. As soon as you see it, you are free of it. You have the choice. Do not let that have power over you, and you can completely change how you perceive that, and you can completely change how you choose to see that and believe that. I don't even know if I'm making any sense. I'm tired, I'm ready to go to sleep, but just wanted to wrap up this video here, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. And I have a feeling that there's going to be more of me out there now, because I'm choosing to not be small anymore, to not let any part of me convince me that I need to be in hiding. I'm okay showing each and every aspect of me. In fact, I'm ready to love myself fully, love every bit, every corner, every light, every shadow of me. And when I'm loving all of that, I'm gonna love creating more as well, and not hiding anymore. Anyhow, I'll catch you in the next one.